What's up guys, and welcome back to our playthrough of Fighting Fantasy, the Citadel of Chaos. We are now on part 6, and I think we're hoping we have enough knowledge to get through this entire book in one session, but we don't know, but we're going to try our best anyway. So we're just going to give you the synopsis from the back, and then we're going to give you a little brief intro, and then we're going to get straight to the courtyard where we make our first fight, and then we're going to go from there. So the synopsis on the back, it says, deep inside the Citadel of Chaos, the dread sorcerer Balthasar is plotting. Summoned by a desperate plea for help, you are the Vale of Willow's only hope, and you are no ordinary adventurer. As a star pupil of the Grand Wizard of yore and a master sorcerer yourself, you must strike at the very heart of Balthasar's nightmare world. So we're tasked in going into his citadel and taking him out to save the world, essentially, as most of these books usually end up being. So we go on our journey into the citadel, so we're going to start from the main courtyard as soon as we enter.
And we've already picked our first fight, haven't we? We've chosen to fight the group of orcs and goblins,
Yes,
because we know that we need to fight them to get the ointment.
And the copper key.
And the copper key.
And the potion of magic.
Yes.
18 days after complete Creature of Havoc. Oh, wow.
Where is Creature of Havoc in,
I think
in the list?
I'm not sure. I think Death Trap Dungeon is next, right?
I really want to do Howl of the Werewolf, and we've got to wait for so long. Right, do you want me to start?
Yes.
So we are going straight into a fight.
Yeah, so we approach the dwarf and the goblin at the fire pit, and we sit down next to them, and then they tell us information, but then we give them a fight anyway, because we know they have a ointment of cream and
creamy
a copper
ointment.
key. So let's just get straight into this fight and let's do it.
So you draw your sword just in time as the dwarf is almost upon you. Fight each in turn. So there's
So we have to
dwarf.
fight 3 of them. So
Yeah, dwarf has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 6. Did we use this for the dwarf? I think we did, didn't we?
probably, yeah. So what's the stamina? 6?
Yeah, 5 and 6.
Perfect. Okay, let's get into it. I think you should do Howl of the Werewolf for Halloween. That would be a good, shout, actually.
Can we skip it?
Oh yeah, number 3 should be Forest of Doom, but we also did that. That was actually the first one I think we did. So I'll roll.
Oh, I forgot to press this button.
So what's that? 18 for us. So they can't get that. So
How do you do that so quickly?
it's easy. 4, 5 plus 12. It's
I'm good
easy
at adding,
maths.
but not subtracting.
Okay, I'll roll again.
18 again.
So there we go, another win. What?
Yeah, Howl of the Werewolf Halloween.
Yeah, that'd be a good chance. 40 Starship Traveller. Oh really? Oh, we don't have that one. That's one of the other ones.
What?
Maybe we'll have to track that
We're
down.
gonna have to try and get that.
Okay, so we got 14. Okay, enemy roll.
15.
10. 11.
Oh, yeah.
So the first enemy is dead. Next one.
Next we're fighting a goblin. His skill is 6 and his stamina is 4. And Wesker is ringing his bell to go outside, but there is no way he needs to go
can't
outside.
do it. Okay then, so our roll again. City of Thieves is before Death Trap Dungeon. We need to have a look at the list. I think we're just making it up as we go.
19 for us.
19, so that is a... Yep, there's 18 in max for the enemy, so... Shit. There goes monetization.
Where was that?
I said the S word. Straight away.
It was we were never ever gonna get through one of these videos.
These are the only ones that Baker's editing money. 15 for us, so enemy roll. 10.
Come on, yes.
15, so it's a draw.
Really?
Yeah, they got 15, we got 15.
Oh.
Okay, our roll. You roll a whole crew like Star Trek. Oh, really? It's probably not your style, that one, but we'll try and track it. You gotta do it anyway.
Oh, he beat us.
Oh, okay, so that's just down to 19 stamina. Oh.
I didn't know that we were missing that book. I thought we had all the original books.
That's part of the the 80s versions. We don't have the 80s ones because they're hard to get. Seen that one relatively cheap before, so we probably can track it down.
20?
20 for us, so that's a win. So he's dead.
He's dead, and the final enemy is an orc, and his skill is 5, and his stamina is 7.
7 stamina and
5 skill.
5 skill, so he shouldn't be too difficult to get through.
Small boy.
Let's do it. Okay. I thought I went in my drink then.
Lucky.
You got to dip your hand in 2 pints to get to the snake eyes.
18.
18 for us, they can't get that, so that's a win.
7 stamina.
Our roll again. 17, so they can get that as a max, so unless it's double 6, we have won. There we go. Down to 3 stamina. I don't think they reprinted Starship Traveler like they... Yeah, so
Is that because it wasn't as good?
that's one of the ones that we'll have to get the 80s version, but I'm pretty sure I've seen some.
Yeah, is that like a less popular one? Oh, you de-rolled by 6?
No, 15, so 10 or lower. It's one of the old, like, is it Wizard books or is it before Wizard? Puffin.
Nice.
There we go, so he's down to 1 stamina point.
I've never heard of that one before. I didn't know they had like a spacey one.
Yeah, I think we looked at it and you're like, oh, let's skip
I
that
will
one.
play it. I'm not a massive space fan. Space, sci-fi.
Well, I've got you watching 12 seasons of X-Files.
Yeah, because you told me it wasn't Alien and he is.
It's not too bad. Okay, so that's 12. You guys watched the X-Files before? 18.
Yeah, we won.
Nice, so
He's dead.
I'm all dead.
Oh, dude.
There's a 90s reprint. Oh, we'll have to have a look, John.
235. So this is where we gain
The Copper Key.
the copper key.
Love the X-Files. Yeah, it's good, man. I've never watched past season 1, though. Just odd episodes, but it's good.
So we find 8 gold pieces, but we don't take them. We take the copper key, the jar of ointment, and the vial of liquid, which is a potion of magic.
Okay, so we have all of those. So the Potion of Magic gives us basically 2 free spells. So we can use any of the magic spells we have listed there twice until we use up the potion. How are you watching them on DVD? Well, I actually have the Blu-ray box set, which I never got around to watching, but now we've just been watching it on Disney Plus because the whole thing's on there in HD, so we've been watching it on there. Okay?
Oh, what's this?
What?
Carrying towards the Citadel. We don't need to talk to the 2 men. Hopefully not.
No, that just gives us the throwing knife.
What if we need that?
Well, we don't so far.
Okay, 2 for 5. So this is the Whirlwind Woman.
Yeah, so we'll just... Should we read it or not?
Show the picture and explain very quickly.
Yeah, so
the
basically
situation.
we are approaching the Citadel and this whirlwind lady approaches us and she's giving us some hate which we can't understand, and we can either talk to her or we can use a spell on her. So we know that we've used the levitation spell on her, then it just gets rid of her and then we can continue. So we'll do that just to speed things up.
Yeah, it basically throws us up into the air, over the top, and then we float away. Throw in some V's.
Yeah. Did you keep those ones off camera this time?
A little bit. They were too blurry, they were too fast.
So we float away from them and wave them goodbye as we head towards the tower. So 2, 1, 8.
You've already ruined our monetization anyway.
True, but don't push
Or is it like PG-13 where you're allowed 1?
Depends what I put the monetization state at. Normally I just...
Oh, what happened to you? In front of you... Oh, we know the password, don't we? So we're at a large wooden door. You may knock 3 times for the guard or try the strength spell, but we're going to go...
So we'll knock because we know about the Rhino Man and we know the password to get in.
Do you know the password? 273. This is the Rhino Man who is guarding the
Do you
door.
remember the password?
Yes.
Scimitar.
Scimitar.
One of those ways of pronouncing that word.
371 to use Scimitar. He grunts and opens the door to let us in. Turn to 177.
So we're at the courtyard now. No, beyond the courtyard. So this is where we started from the last few parts. So you're in a narrow hallway. This continues for several meters and ends in a doorway. Halfway along the passage, you can see an archway where some steps lead downwards, where you go forwards to the door or creep down the steps. Now, we know we need to do something different with this orc guy, and he's up the stairs, right?
We do need to end down the stairs, but you can't go down the stairs and then get back up. So we need to get to Gark?
I think it's, he's Agar.
He's Agar.
We need to, basically, we were hinted that he's not right for this world, so I think that's a very good hint. So We're going to do that, but we also do, I think, need to go down to Seamus as well,
Yes,
probably.
we need
Because he gives us a mirror, which we've not used
mirror,
yet.
and I'm pretty sure it gives us something else good as well.
He gives us the enchanting sword.
And we get the man spider, which we haven't really used yet.
So let's continue to forwards to the door, page 5. I mean, we have not been beyond the Hydra, so there might be more items that we need. We don't want to kind of rush through and not have anything that we don't want.
If not, we can do speedrun too.
We can.
You try the handle of the door and it turns, opening into another hallway. Some distance along, the passageway turns to the right and ends shortly in another door.
Oh, this is the butler.
Yeah, on the door is a sign which reads "Ring for Butler." A rope, evidently the bell, hangs by the door. Will you ring as instructed, or try the door handle? So you know to ring as instructed.
Yeah, because if we open the door, an alarm goes off and everyone comes, we probably end up in jail.
Here's your boy.
So we got the butler there, Mr. Flyman. After several moments, the door opens slowly and a hunchbacked, misshapen creature with rotten teeth, ragged hair and tattered clothes stands in front of you. "Yes, sir. What can I do for you?" growls the half-human creature. "I am expected," you reply, and walk past him through the door with confidence. He is a little bewildered by your manner and stammers, not knowing whether to challenge you or not. "Which way to the reception room?" you demand. He squints at you through one eye, motions towards the left fork in the passageway, a short distance ahead. Will you believe him and take the left fork, or do you distrust the shifty creature and move to the right fork? So I think
I had to check the map then, but
if
yes.
we go left, right, we'd go straight to Gark, right?
I've written Orc, but I think that is
so
Gark. So this is a map for anybody that would like to see the map.
one
We are going
of
left.
many maps, So should we go to the left fork, 243?
Yes, I don't know why I've got 222 written down.
I think that is probably a room after where we're going now.
So the passage runs for several meters and then ends at a door. You listen at the door and can hear a deep, heavy breathing. Cautiously, you try the handle and the door opens. Just inside, although the room is dark, you can see that a very large goblin-like creature is asleep on the floor. You may either risk tiptoeing into the room, or you may return to the fork and try the right-hand passage.
Manage.
Manage what? 352?
Manage the map? I don't know.
We've been managing it pretty well. Let me see. So
We are on a fourth run through, but that's pretty normal.
I think I have about 5 maps for this book. 352. So we've made it to Gark.
So here is the Gark, half goblin, half giant, I believe. Oh, map.
Oh, map page.
You tiptoe into the room. The room is gloomy and the air is damp. A crude wooden post is nailed to the one wall with several hooks on it. There are 2 doors in the far wall leading onwards. On the post hanging on the wall is a makeshift mirror, but as your torch lights up the mirror, its reflection is thrown across the eyes of a sleeping giant who grunts and stirs. One eye opens and another. After seeing you, it springs to its feet. It grabs an axe which it was using as a pillow and quickly undoes the leather sheath. Undoes a leather sheath to reveal a sharp bronze head. This giant creature is a Gark, large and brutish. Garks are half goblin, half giant, bred by master sorcerers for their aggressive character. Although somewhat stupid, they are rather tough beasts with a warlike nature. Will you make a dash for the door, draw your sword ready for a fight, apologise for disturbing the creature, or prepare a spell? So.
Right. So how do we kill him? A spell or just sword him? You reckon we can take him?
I think we should probably. Oh, I don't know. Should we just see what the spells are?
Yeah, go on then.
Just have a glimpse of the
Oh,
spells.
Miso's not even here, so Miso is the one that tipped us off.
He said that Gark is not right for this work.
And I feel really bad because Gark's always been very nice to us.
Okay, so we can use a Fool's Gold spell, a creature copy spell, ESP, and a weakness. So, to be fair,
we could use a weakness.
yeah, we've not used any spells yet. So we used one, so we've got one more free spell, and we don't really need to use many spells for the rest of the book. So I think, should we try and use a creature copy just to make him a bit easier?
I would use weakness. I wouldn't use a creature copy because then you're relying on your Gark to take down him. And you still have to
I
fight
know,
him.
but the weakness spell might be more useful later on in the book.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
Maybe we can use the weakness
Didn't
spell.
we need a creature copy later on?
No, that was for the Hydra, but if we do actually end up finding the Golden Fleece, we probably won't need it. I'm gonna guess the Golden Fleece.
You better hope we get that Golden Fleece.
Oh yeah, I know, but I just feel like like the weakness spell.
I'm not sure how a goblin mates with a giant. John, I can draw a picture if you want.
Depends who's the. No, I'm not even gonna say those two.
Receiver?
Don't even say the other one.
Do you want me...
No, don't say it because it's gonna get.
I can explain.
No, because those two words together will get monetized even
Sorry, I
further.
apologize.
Yeah, I just feel like weakness spell might be like
Okay.
show a weakness in Balthus Dire or something like that. So
I feel like the creature copy just makes another creature when we could just fight him ourselves.
we don't. Let's try it then. Let's try it.
Oh,
You
no,
got me
no, don't put it on me.
No, let's put it on you. Let's fight him.
No, should
Yeah.
we checkpoint it?
No, 16. Let's fight him.
Can we
Let's see how
checkpoint
he's a
it?
giant. No,
That's very unfair.
I said the creature copy's better.
Well, I can use it.
Let's see how tough he is first.
I'll keep my finger on the page. His skill is 7 and his stamina is 11.
That could probably take us down. I say we use our free creature copy.
But we also have the spells to get our stamina back up to full.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, forgot about them, didn't we?
Skill, stamina, and strength.
Which one do we have?
We have all 3.
Oh,
Skill,
we do.
stamina,
Oh, you can use
strength.
them at any time.
Yeah, between fights. You can't use them while you're fighting.
Should we use the creature copy spell then?
Yeah.
Let's use right because we had 2 to use on the Hydra last time and we didn't. And I don't think we use any more spells besides throughout the book besides maybe illusion.
Okay, this is meant to be speedrun. Creature
Yes.
copy 262.
Exactly. That's what we got to do. The creature copy, take him down faster. So let's see what happens. As you cast the spell, an identical Gark, similarly armed, appears before you. At your command, the battle starts. If your creature... Oh, that's... Yeah, I know what you mean now. If your creature loses, you will have to finish the battle... You know what, let's go back and let's fight him ourselves. Okay.
I mean, it just, it stops us potentially taking any damage, but it's adding 2 fights into
I was under the impression that he was going to lose half of his HP by doing that.
No, that would be the weakness spell.
Oh. Maybe we should use that because we've got a free weakness
But then
spell.
what if we need... Oh, have we got one more
We've
free
got a
spell
free
to
one.
use?
Yeah.
To use the weakness spell?
Yeah, where was Gark first?
Let's see. This speedrun is out the window.
No,
We'll be on part 7.
We can still do it. I'm getting my spells mixed up. Do you remember where Gark was? Have you got it written down?
2... Aw.
There we go, found him.
2, 4, 3?
You had like 2, 2, 2. Use a spell, 11.
So what spell are we using? The weakness spell?
Weakness spell, 152.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully this just drops
Hopefully
it
we
down.
don't need that against further bosses. Though.
We've got a free one.
Yeah, but 1.
We didn't have to use one on the way, so
Okay.
you cast as your spell and the creature stops in its tracks, not quite sure what has happened to it. With some effort, it picks up its axe and comes towards you, but evidently not such a strong adversary as before.
Yes.
You draw out your sword and finish the Gark off. Okay, so...
Oh, it's still a battle. You made it sound like we killed him.
No, well, he's a lot easier, I think. So what's his stats?
Oh wait, I need to find a picture of him first.
He's an orc, I think. I wonder what a Gark fart smells like.
I think really oniony.
Giant and pungent.
Oh, it's gonna have to be this dude again.
Do we not have orcs?
No, we got
That'll
goblin.
do.
He's not hench
He's
enough.
hard.
He's well
okay,
hench.
okay, yeah, but he's like a dude. Oh my god, I just realised I'm bleeding everywhere.
Why are you bleeding?
Oh no, I think I scratched
Oh
myself.
my god, Fighting Fantasy's coming to life.
Gark, no! Okay, so 5 is skill.
His skill is 5. Oh, you're putting blood all over the keyboard.
I'm using different
Skill
fingers.
is 5, stamina 5.
What the hell? Is it on camera? Oh, I'm off camera, there we go. So, our roll.
Yeah, let's do it. Dun, dun, dun.
I just felt like coldness on my arm. So that is 16, so they can get a 17 at best enemy roll. There we go. So
Nice.
Gark is down to 3 stamina points.
I feel like Gark fart wouldn't smell any worse than Wesker fart.
Oh, definitely not. That's because of the worst.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Oh, come on. He bleeds for the game. 5, 17. So...
Can you get 17?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the max. There we go, 2.
Nice.
That doesn't de-roll my roll. So he is down to 1 stamina point. Gark is going down.
Make roll a saving throw -1 for bleed.
I just felt like holding something. Oh, that
Oh, it's coming to life. We are in the game now.
In the end game.
What did I roll there?
You got 2. We both got 2s.
14.
2, so that's
7.
Yeah, that's a win. No, 10, 12.
Yes.
So that's a win. So
He's
Dark
in.
is done. This better be in a good what's the word?
Use a
Hint.
spell. Oh. Excuse me.
To be fair, I feel like we would have been fighting for a long time if we had 11 stamina
Yeah.
points.
10 to 180.
180?
Yeah. Don't get blood on the
I'm
book.
trying not to. The great Gark lies dead on the ground. You wait for a minute to see whether the commotion will attract any guards what appears to be safe. You go through the creature's effects, but you find little of value inside the pouch.
Great.
It's strung around its waist are 6 gold pieces and an ornate hairbrush.
Yes!
We need the
Hairbrush
hairbrush.
for the lady!
Well, that's the only item we have not had to try with it.
Wait, why did he have a hairbrush? I was expecting the golden fleece on this guy.
Because he's got like the hairiest ass in the world. You may say these if you wish. You decide to continue onwards. Turn to 99.
So we've got hairbrush, but
Yeah.
you know that what that means, we still need the golden fleece. So you better hope that lady has the golden fleece.
Well,
Or we're stuck again.
we'll see. Turn to page 99. So we've got the hairbrush. So it's one step further than we've ever been before. Because we've never... And we also know that the lady hairbrush, yeah, the Gark, he's a graffiti artist. We know that the lady is Balthus Dyer's missus.
Yes.
I don't know if she likes him or not.
She might even let us go straight through. She might even let us sidetrack the Hydra. She
What,
might
through her
shimmy
bed?
us in her back door. You don't know.
Maybe.
So she's on the left through the Great Hall.
Yeah, so let's try and see where this takes us.
Where are we at?
Here.
Oh, where are we?
We're in the Gark room still, so we need to remember, we need to get back to Seamus, don't we, I think?
Right, so I think we go to the right and we end up in the library.
Yeah,
And then we can get arrested for reading the Balthus Dyer book
and that takes us
to the jail cell.
with the lizard man. And then
Yes.
from there, we're in the basement, so we might be able to get to...
Seamus.
Okay.
I'm sure we got to Seamus last
In
time.
fact, isn't that where the wine dude is as well? Oh well, let's see what happens, right? So, we're taking the right door to the library?
Right door, 38.
The door opens into a short passageway which is paved with small stones. A short distance further on, an ornately carved door marks the end of a passageway, but just before the door, a side passage leads off to the left. You approach the door, listening for signs of life inside. As your hand touches the handle, a voice says, "Do not knock, just enter from inside." Will you enter the room as instructed, or decide against this room and take the passage leading off to the left? So I think...
we entered. You know what I've written? That's a really helpful hint.
What have you written?
Just put, do not knock, just enter.
Oh, very subtle. Okay, so we're going to enter them. We're going to follow your advice.
Yeah, but
One,
no,
three,
I don't know. I just wrote out what is that 132. I have written 132, so we've been here before. You enter a room which is evidently a library of some sort. Books stretch from ceiling to floor on each wall, and several tables and chairs are lined down the centre of the room. Where's the wine man then?
He's in the basement.
In the pantry?
I think he's went, yeah.
At the far end sits a dark-skinned man who looks up at you from a book over narrow eyeglasses. Behind him is a door. Yes, what is it? He snaps. Which book are you looking for? You scan the various shelves, which are labelled. Will you ask him for? Biographies of Balthus Dyer.
So we read all of these last time.
Yeah, and this one got us.
Yeah, we know if we leave this room, we get to the main dining hall. But from the dining hall, I don't know where we can go back to getting in the basement. So we know that if we read too many books, at least, the guards come in, and we know that we get locked in a cell. And if that's the basement, I'm guessing that will maybe lead us to Seamus.
I don't think it's reading too many books. I think it's reading about Balthus Dyer, then he gets shady.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yeah, because it was that one we read, and then he was like, he started chatting to someone on the phone or something.
On the phone? Is he FaceTiming?
Yeah.
He points to the section just above the floor, which you peruse even. Eventually you choose one volume and settle down to read it through. Balthus Dyer is apparently the third in line of the sorcerer warlords ruling over the Black Tower and the kingdom of Crag and Rock. He rose to power after the death of his father, Crag and Dyer, some years ago. The Dyers have been masters of black sorcery for generations, but their strength and power last during the night time only. So remember this, sunlight is good against Balthus Dyer.
Down somewhere.
Sunlight is like poison to them. Shortly after his father's death, Balthasar married the Lady Lucretia, herself a black sorceress, and since that time they have ruled together over the kingdom of Crag and Rock. As you finish the book, you notice the librarian is holding his hand to his iPhone 14 Pro Max. Apparently.
What is he
He's holding his hand to his ear.
Oh, it's a phone.
Apparently listening to something. So I think is he listening? Oh, I don't know what he's listening to.
Maybe it's one of those cups with the string on it.
Maybe, yeah. He glances up at you quizzically. You may either look for another useful book that may aid you on your journey or attempt to leave the library. So I think if we read another book, we're going to get busted.
Yes.
So
I think that's what we did.
84. Yeah, we did. We tried that the first time, I think.
Yeah, because we were just like pottering around doing what we wanted in this library.
Yeah.
Look at your war wounds.
That's pretty deep, but...
What have you done?
I think...
You ripped a mole off?
No, I don't know what I did.
As you study the shelves, you hear a commotion behind you. You wheel around in time to see orc-like creatures, armed and on guard, materializing one after the other behind you. They advance and surround you. The tallest one moves his face close to yours and blows a puff of breath straight into your eyes. I won't do it again. The room spins and you slump to the ground, unconscious. Turn to 234. This definitely happened.
Hopefully we don't just die now.
No, we got arrested.
There we go, here we go. So here's the picture. So we are where we want to be, I guess. Well, I think so, anyway. You wake up in a dirty room with rough walls cut into the rock. Iron bars on the window and the door confirm your suspicion that you're in a prison cell of some sort. There is not much you can do but sit on the straw mattress in one corner until someone appears. An hour or so later, you hear shuffling noise outside. Looking through the bars in the door, you can see lizard-like creatures. What's this?
I've drawn a map of the being in prison. If we go north, we end up with O'Shea.
Oh, perfect. I mean, yeah, we get the enchanted sword and the mirror, so hopefully one of those comes in handy. We know it gives us a skill +1, which will come in handy.
And the man spider.
And the does it give us the man spider?
No, but we get it from this path, I think.
So, a lizard-like creature shuffling down the corridor, carrying a mug and a bowl. The beast has two heads, which talk to each other as he walks. Its skin is grey and scaly, and the long tail follows it up the passage. It stops at your door and pushes the bowl and mug through a small opening into your cell and then shambles off to sit at the table across the hall. You have been given bread and broth. Will you eat and drink, or will you call out this creature a calicorn, to take your food? Did we try to eat the food? If you wish to shout at the calicorn, turn to 69.
Should we try and eat first? We can always call him later.
Yeah, just in case, because if we can get our stamina back, then it'll be...
Unless we get poisoned, keep your finger on the page.
Yeah, I don't think he will. He's just like a guard, isn't he? Okay, so we're going to do that anyway. So this is not much of a meal, but you're hungry and thirsty. This offering restores 2 stamina points. Now you may be able to call out to the calicorn, turn to 69, which is the same page, or use a spell to try and get out of this situation. So...
Which one use spell?
Yeah, so let me get my stamina back, and then...
We have to use a spell anyway.
Yeah, I think we have to use an illusion spell.
Do you remember he was like a really, he was proper into torture.
He was a fetish boy, wasn't he? Because we read his mind with the ESP spell, and he just was like having people tied up and was tickling their feet.
It was something about feet.
Yeah, he had a foot fetish with 2 heads.
So if you try to use a spell...
Yeah.
You can use Fool's Gold, which didn't work.
Yeah, because his simple pleasure is tickling feet.
Yeah, ESP, which we've already done, and Illusion, which I think we used last time, and I managed to get us out there. We don't have any more free spells, do we?
No.
So cross off your Potion of Magic. We better hope we don't need Illusion again. Because that's what we're using.
If we need Illusion again, well,
So
we'll
get
see.
rid of Illusion.
Oh yeah, where is that?
You concentrate on your illusion. You can either convince him that he is being attacked by an enemy, or make yourself disappear in the hope that he will come looking for you. So I can't... Did we do the disappear last time?
We did the disappearance where we pretended we were gone. What are the other options?
Or
convince
him that he is being attacked by an enemy. But then how would we get out of the cage? Should we checkpoint it?
Let's checkpoint it and maybe try that one. Just because, did we have to fight him? Did we lose anything last time from him coming in?
I don't think we lost anything. We didn't gain anything.
This first checkpoint, let's just try that anyway, because maybe if we say we're attacking it, something's attacking him, and you're like, I don't know, bust his head through the
We
cell
might
door.
save him, and he might give us something. Convince him that he's being attacked by an enemy. 364.
You've written that page down.
I've written 35 down.
364.
Yeah.
As your spell takes effect, you see a small mouse run towards the table. You curse and realise that the spell cannot have worked properly, but hope returns as one of the Calicorn's heads sees the mouse and looks horrified.
Nice.
The other head suddenly notices it, and both throats shriek together, so he's scared of rats. The creature jumps up on the table, and the Calicorn screams in terror as the harmless little mouse approaches, sniffing fastidiously at the ground on the way. You let the Calicorn suffer for some moments, and then call out that you will get rid of the mouse for him. If he releases
No way.
Really?
What a legend.
He agrees quickly as well. Take it.
He throws you the keys.
He throws you the keys. You let yourself out, grab your sword, which was leaning against the wall, and set off down the passageway. A safe distance away, you break the spell, and the mouse disappears. 1 to 2.
Alright, so that was way better. I can't remember what we did last time, but it was...
Did we lose the sword last time doing that then?
No, I don't think we lost the sword, but I don't think it was that quick. I think we had to do something else as well.
Do you have to fight him or something? 174, I think it was.
The passageway twists and turns, eventually ending in a flight of stairs going upwards. Oh no. You climb the stairs and find yourself in a short passage ending at a dead end. As you examine the wall, you discover a short lever which you pull. I really hope we can get to Seamus.
Well, might as well just
The rock face ahead opens slightly and closes behind you as you walk through. You are now standing in front of a door which is locked. Will you try to break it down, or will you cast a strength spell? So we always manage to break through doors.
Yes,
so
we never got to a door that we'd lost on.
268.
As you hit the door, the wood cracks a little but does not give. You try it again, and this time the door splits down the middle. You break your way into the room behind it. Turn to page 2.
Oh, this might be Seamus' room.
Really?
Maybe.
Oh, it is. Well, there's a picture of Seamus, so hopefully.
It is Seamus' room. You now stand in a large round room. It is lit by a single torch fixed into one wall. There is no furniture in the room save for a rough wooden table and chair in the centre. Hovering above the table, fast asleep, is a very small man dressed in a green shirt and pantaloons. He cannot be more than a metre tall, and you cannot believe that he is still asleep after your noisy entrance. You hear a creak and turn to your right in time to see a small catapult fire a missile of some sort straight at you. Can't believe we fell for this.
Use the shielding spell.
It's going to hit you unless you use a shielding spell. If you use this spell, turn to 192. If you cannot or will not, turn to 359.
So we know to not do this
It is
because
a
we waited for it last
tomato.
time.
Didn't we fail the second thing again, though?
Yeah, there was another thing where we needed this spell, I think. 359.
Oh, but isn't it all just a waste?
It was up until this point, but I think the fact that we use it here means you're messed up later, so I think we might need the shielding spell later.
Right, okay.
Well, we hope. We might, if we get past the Hydra and stuff, we might as well use it because, I mean, there's that many spells that we haven't used, but we'll see. You try to duck, but cannot avoid the full impact of the missile, which hits you on the forehead, splatters all over your face. You brace yourself, waiting perhaps for an acidic reaction to take place, but the mushy liquid merely drips off your face onto the ground. Cautiously, you test it, first with your finger, then with your tongue. You are being hit by a ripe tomato. You turn to face the sleeping figure once more. Turn to 29.
Come on, Seamus. Cautiously, you approach the little man. As you get close, a single eye opens and looks at you straight in the face. A wide grin spreads between the creature's ears and he disappears. "Good morning to you," says a chirpy little voice behind you, and you swivel around to see him standing there, still grinning. "I'm Seamus, the leprechaun," he chuckles, and holds his hand out to you. He seems friendly enough. Will you shake his hand and try to befriend him, or draw your sword?
Did we just draw our sword because he tried to electric shock us, didn't he? I know we don't lose anything, but is it quicker? We just...
As long as drawing our sword
I'll just have a peek, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't
stop us getting the stuff he gives us.
You quickly unsheath the sword, pointing it towards the leprechaun. He throws a glance at the blade, and to your horror, it droops limply from the hilt, hanging downwards like a leather belt. It seems like you won't get far acting aggressively. Perhaps you would better ask him for the way onwards. Turn to 3, 4,
Yeah, we
8.
did that,
Yeah.
and it was fine. Why can't we take him with us?
Because he's waiting for Jan.
Oh, I shouldn't go this way, says O'Shamus. These are not pleasant parts. These 3 doors are the only way onwards. 2 of them are very dangerous and the other is very smelly. On the opposite side of the room there are 3 doors. One has a brass handle, one has a copper handle, and one has a bronze handle.
So I don't believe those other keys even exist in this. So it's kind of like baiting you in to go through the copper key room. But we tried a different one last time.
I can't remember which one it was.
Well, we went through the copper one, but we tried a different one last time, and they all took us to the same situation. So let's just go through the copper one again, just in case.
22?
Yeah. You open the door and step out into a long, dark corridor.
Yeah, they're the same. It'll be that same passage on each one, won't it?
A sudden, intense flash of light bursts out in front of you. You shield your eyes and then rub them, but you cannot see. Panic hits you as you hear a low, growling noise. Padded footsteps come closer and you cry out in pain as this unseen creature roars and embeds its sharp teeth in your leg. Will you cast a strength spell? Cast a strength spell, cast a weakness spell, or draw your sword. So we know it's an illusion, so we just use our sword. So 51.
Johnson, let's hope no Irish people are watching.
Why did you put an accent on?
I didn't. I could do next time.
No, don't do it.
If there is a next time. If there is a next time, I will put an accent on.
I actually have no idea what our demographic is for these.
No, it'd be interesting to know.
I imagine a fair amount of Americans would probably watch it, actually.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You slash about madly with your sword but cannot hit the creature. Either it is extremely quick or it has no solid body for you to hit. Its teeth are now tearing at your flesh and you can feel blood on your leg. You will have to...
Seamus has got me.
You will have to protect yourself with your magic or face certain death from this unseen creature. Will you cast a strength spell, a weakness spell, or if you cannot or will not cast either, turn to page 280.
I'm part Irish. Do the
No, I can't, Steve. You do all of that. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Don't do it. No, I was going to say...
I'll maybe do it post-stream for you, Steve.
No.
If you hang around.
Conor
That'll be
McGregor
post-credits.
And where are we going?
280. I want to do it.
Don't do it.
After the stream.
After, once we've ended the
Yeah,
stream.
once we've...
The creature is savaging you mercilessly and you are powerless to prevent it. Your leg is covered in blood and the pain is sickening. To no avail, you struggle with the unseen head. You are in agony. The creature lunges at your neck and your last memory before losing consciousness is of its jaws closing around your throat. Your adventure ends here.
No, it doesn't. Don't lie.
3, 2, 3.
You awake and look around. As your memory returns, you're amazed that you can see. Your leg feels tender, but it is uninjured. You hear a small chuckle coming from above you, and suddenly the whole thing makes sense. Floating above you is O'Shamus, now laughing loudly. The whole thing has been one big practical joke. You are enraged and leap to your feet, but as you glare at the funny little man rolling about in the air in hysterics, you can't help but see the funny side. You chuckle, then giggle, then laugh loudly. For some time the two of you roar with laughter until tears stream down your faces. When you are both able to control yourselves, you eventually settle down to chat. He is a pleasant little man. Before you leave, he says, "Indeed, you are a good sport. Your way ahead is fraught with danger, though. Perhaps these will help you." With a wave of his hand, a sword and a plate appear on the table.
Nice.
The sword is a Oh, this is where we get the magic sword.
Perfect.
The sword is a magic battle sword and will add 1 point to your dice roll when throwing for your attack strength. So that's where we got our 10 + 1.
11 skill, that'll do us.
The plate is a silver mirror with a fine workmanship. I don't think we've used the mirror yet.
No, but I suppose it's probably going to come in handy at some point if we've not had the opportunity to use it yet.
You may take these with you, but you will have to leave your old sword behind. What have you done?
I just went to put up, thinking that was the next thing we picked up. I just pressed the item and it just came up saying weed. Spider-Man.
Yeah, we can leave the room through the brass, copper, or bronze. Should we go through the copper handle door?
Okay, we're going to have to change the weed to the mirror. So what are we doing? Leave it?
Oh, hang on, which one did we go through? Was it the bronze?
Copper. We always went copper.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why is there a different one we haven't tried?
No, but look where we end. 144.
We've been here before.
Yeah. That's the copper door. Let me see if I've mapped this.
We would have done. We've been down here loads of times. The door opens and you enter a narrow corridor. You follow it for some time until you finally come to another door, this time a wide carved door with the inscription wine cellar set into it. You try the handle and it opens. Poking your head around the door, you can see rows and rows of racks full of bottles, full of wine. The room is dimly lit by several candles. Your opening the door has caused a little bell to ring, and a figure limping towards you up one of the aisles. Will you draw your sword and prepare to defend yourself, or see what the fellow might have to say? So he is... I keep seeing him as like a weird bunny man.
Oh, you know what though?
What?
That means we don't go the man spider route. We might not need the man spider. I don't know. I really wanted him, but
We'll see. I don't know if we'll need him or not. No, in fact, we only used him successfully on the weird
like
baby
he might
orcs.
be the key to getting to the end of the book.
We'll have to wait and see, because if we're going down this route.
Okay, too late.
So, see what he has to say. The one thing we didn't do here was test out his wine, I don't think. 56.
Did we drink all of his wine?
Did we try it all?
I think we did. It was all pretty good.
Did we get... Oh, we've got full stats anyway, so...
The black elf approaching you is skinny and ragged. He asks whether you're a guest or an adventurer. You tell him you're a guest, and he, with certain pride, shows you his vintage bottles he keeps for the Lord, the demi-sorcerer. Some of the wine bottles he claims have magical powers. He offers to let you sample the wine. Will you try a sample of red wine?
Did we definitely try them all? Or did we just try the one once?
We tried the red one.
Should we have a checkpoint and just check what's in these bottles of wine?
Okay.
What if one of them's like, oh, you are now protected from the Ganges or something, and we don't need to use them?
Well, do you want to try the rosé or the
We definitely went with red, so why don't we both take a drink as if we were drinking the wine and keep this page? I'm going to drink for the white wine.
Okay.
Okay, so I will drink and then turn to 163 and see what it does. And we may pick one, if not, we'll just go back to not using them. So 163.
Red wine.
Bob Marley.
Yes, it is Bob Marley. Don't make me sing more Bob Marley songs.
Okay, so good job we did checkpoint on that. You sip and take a gag. The wine is awful. The elf is looking unexpectedly at you. You must not insult him. So you take another sip, grimacing as the liquid goes down. You thank him very much, but explain quickly that you must be getting back. You head for the far end of the room, but your stomach will take the hard taste no longer. You're violently ill, and on the way out, lose 1 skill point and 2 stamina points. Right, I'll take another drink for that one.
Never drink white wine.
Right, you try the rosé.
I would have gone red myself.
We've
but...
already tried red.
Yeah, and it was good.
So check out what rosé does.
Why? I want to drink the red.
Both drink from the rosé. Red wine is Neil Diamond.
No, we've had this conversation,
Yeah,
John.
we're in Groundhog Day. I think
It is Bob Marley.
I said it wasn't Bob Marley, but then we googled it. Bob Marley did do a version of it, apparently. Nice inclusion of alcohol.
The only version I know is...
Yeah, we're not really one to condone drinking rough alcohol or spirits, so...
No. So this is the rosé. You take a couple of sips, not bad. You take a mouthful, but as you do so, you wonder why the elf is chuckling. Suddenly he asks whether you really are a guest, although your mind is confirming that you're indeed...
Date, thinged.
Date.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Although your mind is confirming you are indeed a visitor, your voice is telling him that you are not. You have come to put an end to Balthazar's plans of conquest. You curse as you realise that the wine must be spiked with the truth serum. You draw your sword, and as you do so, he pulls a small metallic device from the pouch tied around his waist. With a touch, it turns into a saw-edged weapon. Oh, I kind of want to read that, but no. No. We're on a speed run here.
But I kind of want to know what it does.
Okay, really quick. 275.
He's giving us the pizza cut for Bloodborne. Red wine. Our stream's still going, right? You guys are still watching the stream? You'd read that page.
I lost where, wasn't it? Oh, you reckon the device is a pocket myriad?
There we go.
An enchanted gadget which can become any one of a number of weapons or useful artifacts. You both close for battle. You may fight him.
Let's do this just in case. Still alive, good. Yeah.
Okay, so we're drinking the rosé, and we're fighting the black elf.
Yeah, let's do it. It's new ground.
Yeah.
And possibly beneficial.
Do we have an elf? We have a vampire.
He's elfish.
Yeah, that'll do.
So we have a new item which we can use for checkpoints if we need to re-drink for different.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens then? We're fighting?
So we're fighting the black elf. His skill is 8 and his stamina is 4.
Oh, two.
Or
bits.
you may cast a spell. If you cast a weakness spell, his skill is reduced to 5.
So we don't want to use that just in case. Because he's quite weak already.
If you wish to cast an illusion spell, which we don't really want to waste our final illusion spell. If you fight him and win, turn to 272, so it's a normal battle.
Yeah, and we got 11 now, so
Yes.
the odds are in favour. So let's
Come on.
I mean, we're speedrunning, but also doing more things is more.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't kill
more
us.
new content for you guys.
11. 16.
16 for us. Enemy roll. 9. 10, 11, 12, 13 for us. So one more hit.
Yeah. Come on. We've got 10 minutes to finish the book.
I don't think that's going to happen. We can go a little bit extra for this if we indeed finish the book.
What if we're only halfway through the book?
We'll get to that bridge when we come to it.
17?
17 for us.
Can you do that?
12.
Yeah.
And we got the pocket myriad again.
Maybe. If you fight him and win, turn to 272. This is where we got the myriad.
Yeah. You go through his pockets and find. I smell Wesker's fart from up here.
It's not me. I promise.
You go through his pockets and find 8 gold pieces. So let's just add them first.
Oh, but we don't get it from him. Maybe we get it.
You go through his pockets and find 8 gold pieces. The pocket myriad has unfortunately. Oh, you're gonna have to use a spell to get that. Unfortunately been damaged in the fight, but you may be able to find some use for it and may take it with you.
Okay.
Now you may either investigate the wine cellar or press on through the door to the end of the corridor. We've still got the page to go back.
Do you want to investigate it?
I think we should, just in case. 242. In case there's something down here we need. The golden fleece might be down here for all we know.
As long as we don't get arrested. The bottles and caskets contain hundreds of yards of the pocket myriad. Hundreds of different types of wines, some are exceedingly old and valuable. In one corner of the room there is a table laid out for sampling, with 2 bottles and glasses. Will you try a sample of the red wine or the white wine? Or will you try neither and press onwards? If you decide to leave, you may take a bottle of wine off one of the racks with you for your journey.
Well, let's do that.
What's our stamina's full. I
So
know
let's
the
take the
red
red
wine does. So let's take the myriad,
Yeah.
and a bottle of red wine.
So this is all new. Even if we don't finish this on a speed run, this still is stuff we haven't done yet.
Yeah,
So.
it's good. I always thought the wine guy was nice.
He was, but he's still working for his boss, isn't he? We got the pocket myriad, if that's spelt right. There we go. And what else have we got? The bottle
Red
of wine.
wine. I can sing it for you if you'd like.
I don't know the words. What are they?
Go China.
What? You didn't have to sing it.
Oh, it's good.
Don't do it. I love how every time you have an idea, I just say don't do it. Okay, come on. 3, 6, 7.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. You haven't read this yet.
Oh, at the far end of the wine cellar is a wooden door which you try. It opens out into a passageway which you lead onwards for several meters. Turn to 367.
You're gonna have to read this one.
Some way along the passage, you arrive at a 4-way junction. Oh God, have we been here before?
Oh no! What do you mean?
Somewhere along the passage, you arrive at a four-way junction. You take the path to the north, which eventually leads to a large wooden door. You can hear nothing listening at the keyhole. Will you try and open the door and slowly and quietly turn to 308 or charge the door down?
I know we must have been here before somewhere. Because it's the only way, so just charge it down or whatever. Or slowly and quietly, either's good.
I think we went slowly last time. The handle turns and you step into a dark room to 257.
There's the Ganges already?
I don't think so.
Oh,
this is where Spider-Man is.
Land spider. Oh, this is well gonna be another
Okay,
part.
257.
Okay, we're here.
Bob Marley never recorded Red Red Wine. The two versions.
He did.
No, we ain't got time to Google that. We'll get to that when we finish the stream.
I remember listening to him. You look around the room, it is lit only by your torch, although a fairly large room. It has a little furniture in it, although a large boulder, sliced flat, resembles a table, and a smaller rock forms a sort of stool behind it. In one corner, a pile of rocks are held together with mud. You cannot imagine their purpose, although they support 3 wooden chests. Then you jump with fright as your torch lights up a large creature, seemingly made of rock himself. It is roughly human-shaped, although somewhat larger. Its eyes are staring straight at you, but you cannot be sure it's actually seeing you. So this is where we can either run for the door, but we want to move to the boxes and get the Spider-Man. Do you want me to rush through this?
Yes, right. I think this is probably gonna be a longer part than the previous ones, but it's probably not gonna be longer than our normal parts. But let's do it. We're gonna continue, and it might be a speed run, but we're doing maybe the whole book in one session. So.
Let's see how far, because we might only be halfway. We might already only be halfway through.
I'm pretty sure after that, we've got to be close.
Oh, what did we do?
We used the creature copy. No, it's a waste. We also had the fire spell, which we've not. Oh, but we
it's
can't
Golem
really
though. It's Golem. Should we just fight him?
Let's fight him. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we used our creature copy Golem and he was shite, and then we ended up just fighting him with a sword anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
So the golem advances you and you slash at it with your sword. The sword hits the solid rock and clangs. We have to fight him. So
skill of 8, is that?
Skill 8, stamina 10.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're gonna use barbarian. Why did we not? Should we use beast? No.
Beast, anything will do. I think the barbarian.
It's him but rock.
Yeah. We should have really sorted the
I know.
but we don't have much time to do that. Okay, I'll roll.
So we get 11, 12, 13, 15...
20. No, 21.
Can you beat that?
No.
Yes.
No, we can't.
Yeah, you can. No, you can't. Come on.
Okay, I'll roll again.
Is that your Pokemon Go button?
No, I think it's my phone actually.
17?
18.
18?
18, so that's a 10 or lower for the enemy.
Ooh!
We did him. Down to 6.
Come on. 3 more hits.
I'll roll. It's 18 again.
Yeah.
So 10 or lower. 6.
Oh!
81. So that's us losing some stamina.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we've definitely got COVID.
No, we don't have COVID.
I don't know.
Be silly.
I'll roll.
19?
19 for us, so they can get a 20 at max.
But you ain't.
They didn't, so. Down to 4.
Let me see that.
15 for us. 12.
Oh, 3 or less.
14.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Come on, final hit. We can do it.
You have no idea how much of a minefield it is reaching for these dice.
Yeah, we're like avoiding so many obstacles.
We have a camera about 3 inches away from it.
Can you beat that?
What did we get? 19.
Big number.
20. He can get 20 at max.
Okay. But he ain't.
He's dead.
But he ain't.
Killed Rockman. Right, let's get through this super quick.
147. So we go through a number of chests.
Didn't we get like a silver key from this as well?
No.
That we never used.
No. So you go. We do first box first, which is 260.
Oh, this just gets you the spider at the end, right?
Yeah, it gets you the spider. So use the key on the second box, which is 34.
I thought you got like a jade key or something.
You get a key out of each box, but it only opens the next box.
Okay.
Well, you try the new key on the third, 89. So we've used the glowing key that we picked up on the final box. Inside the box is a glass jar, and in this jar is a spider, but not a normal spider. This creature has the face of an old man. He's talking to you, but you cannot make out what he's saying. A noise startles you, and you spin around to see that the door, the one you came through, is being aimed to open. You put the jar in your bag and make for the other door, 10237. So we have our man spider.
Yay! Right, I think I still have him as an item, so let me see.
Of course you do. He's not an item, he's a comrade.
I think I replaced him.
With weed?
Oh, maybe he's in it. Let's see. No, I think I got rid of him. Where's Spider-Man at? Because we needed the pocket myriad.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man. We've got Peter Parker in our pocket, and he's going to take on Balthus Dyer.
Except he's super old.
Yeah. Where was I? 237?
Maybe.
Yes. You open the door and step forwards into a passageway which runs eastwards for several meters and then ends at the foot of a staircase. You climb the stairs and eventually you find yourself in a narrow passageway. A short distance ahead you can see an opening into a large well-lit room. You press on forwards to page 169, and I know that 169 is
the hall. I got 169 written down like 50 times.
I think we turned to it about 7,000 times.
169.
You'll know from the picture.
Yes.
Here we go.
Sight for sore eyes. The room you're in is some sort of grand dining hall. A long table large enough to seat 40 or 50 people stands in the centre. Various doors and passageways lead from the room, but you're interested in two wide staircases which lead upwards to either end of the balcony. So we know we need to go up the right-hand staircase, which is 197.
So yeah, so if you go the left side, you fall down, you have to do a levitation spell just to not break your legs.
Yeah.
The stairs are well worn and they creak under your weight. Cautiously, you climb up to the balcony, turn to 360.
So close to progress.
So now we can talk to the lady with the hairbrush, hopefully that works. So along the balcony are three doors, which will you try?
The door to the left has the lady in it.
The door on the right has the gargoyle, which we give him weed, and he has a box with 10 gold in, but I don't think we need that because the gold lets us talk to the magician guy, but we can just get to the Ganges anyway. So if you've not seen the previous parts, obviously you won't really know, but if you do feel inclined to check them out, you'll be up to speed with all of our progress, and then you'll know how we've got to this point.
So we've had to use the key on the door.
The copper key.
The copper key. Mm-hmm. And this is the site we are greeted
Lady with. Lucretia, the mistress or the wife of Balthus Dyer.
What's the difference between a wife and a mistress?
You're not married to a mistress. You're married to someone else.
Really?
Well, you have a wife and you have a mistress.
Do you?
Yes.
So she's the mistress?
No, she's the wife.
Oh. The room is an elegant bedchamber, plushly decorated.
Oh, come on, everywhere.
Don't make me laugh. The room is an elegant bedchamber, plushly decorated with fine lace and a carpet. It's my bedroom. In the centre of the room is a large four-poster bed. Sitting up in the bed, evidently awakened by all the commotion, is a beautiful sylph-like woman with long dark hair and deep piercing eyes. "What right have you in here?" she screams at you. With those words, her eyes turn blood red and two jets of liquid fire shoot from them directly at you.
One time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember what we did.
You used the wrong item.
You can either create a shielding spell, leave the room, or tell her you have a special gift for her.
We've tried all the items besides the hairbrush, so surely this has got to be beneficial.
What lady doesn't like a hairbrush?
I don't know.
We tried the mirror, we tried the man spider.
Yeah, but she didn't like either of them,
No.
so she blinks and the jets. The fact that silver appears in her is, if it doesn't work, it's got a purpose later on. She blinks at the jets of fire disappear. What will you offer her? A silver mirror, hairbrush, or jar containing a Spider-Man? If you have none of these, you may make some excuse about losing your gift and go back onto the balcony. So we have the hairbrush.
Did we actually try the man spider?
Yeah, she was like freaked out by it.
Okay.
You just really want to try the Spider-Man. Okay,
Somebody's got to want him. I would love a man spider gift.
We've got a gift for you, and we just got it, and then we just pull a life-size Spider-Man out of the bag, and
I love that.
He's
got a little man head.
No, it's like Peter Parker. He starts doing flips on the bed and stuff.
With his emo hair.
He's not impressed.
A hairbrush 91.
Here we go. This is new territory.
Swear to God.
Give her a gift. Yeah, she wants the best gift we've got for her. While the husband's in the chamber.
Oh, this could be good or bad. She looks at your offering and her eyes widen. Let me see that, she commands. You carefully advance towards her and hold out the hairbrush.
Mm-hmm.
She snatches it and spends several moments admiring it. This is indeed a work of art, she says.
She likes it.
Yeah, but I don't think it ends that well. She says, and she gets out of bed to try it in front of her mirror. As she brushes her hair with it, her hair takes an unusual sheen, glimmering softly. She is fascinated with your gift, and now is your chance to leave unnoticed through a door in the far corner.
Mm-hmm.
You may try to take with you a golden fleece,
yes,
which is laying on the bed.
Everybody.
He's the golden fleece.
The golden boy is there.
Okay, so
we can take the golden fleece.
Test your luck.
Right, if we lose this, we're drinking. Not gonna lie.
If you're unlucky, you may test your luck again until you're finally looking.
And just surprisingly, I smell dog farts again.
Yeah.
I smell that when he was downstairs. It's putrid. Okay.
If luck is not with you, you ignore the cumbersome thing and leave anyway.
Right.
Okay, so we can get through the room.
We need to roll.
We can get through the room either way, so...
We need the golden fleece, though.
Maybe.
Well, that's the only option that we've not tried against the Hydra, I think.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Luck roll.
Here we go. We got the golden fleece. Here we go.
We've been trying to get the golden fleece since, like, the first...
This is obviously important. Yeah, I think so.
This better be the Hydra's secret.
That was my first initial thought, is when I'm thinking of...
Why would you use a fleece?
Well, I'm just thinking of, like, Jason of the Argonauts and, like...
What's that got to do with the Hydra?
Well, he uses it on creatures, and it's mythical, so perhaps it works. We'll see.
So we have the golden fleece, and we are leaving through 140.
Oh, yes.
As if she's not, like, even noticed we've left the room.
Because she's enamoured by a mirror, by her hairbrush. But now, I think the pocket mirror yard was also an option for the Hydra, so if...
Oh, we could use both.
So now we're at a point where we can checkpoint and drink and possibly win.
Yeah, but there might be, like, 10 other bosses after the Hydra. Hopefully one has a man spider.
You attach the man spider and it becomes a giant spider.
Yeah.
It comes at a massive old man with a spider
He had
head.
a little tiny golden fleece on his shoulders.
Is it like a proper, like, human fleece when they're cold? Or are you picturing, like...
I think it's
what do you
just
picture it as?
the golden fleece, like,
Yeah.
you know, like them sheepskin rugs you get, just that but golden.
I
That's
picture
how
it as like those like shimmering things that are on cushions. What are they called?
Yeah, like
Sequins, like sequin stuff.
Oh no, it's not sequin.
You leave the room and head down the short corridor. Some meters down, you find yourself at the foot of a staircase. This is a spiral staircase which leads up to the Citadel Tower. You climb the stairs cautiously and eventually arrive on a small landing with two doorways in front of you. You take the left-hand door and the right-hand door. Now, I think from this map, I think the right-hand door takes you to the Magician Man, which we don't need to see because we need to pay him gold for him to just give us information. And I think the left one takes us to the room with the chest in the middle, which we don't need to because it's an illusion, but we can go around.
You can get through easily from
And
there.
I'm pretty sure that takes you to the Ganges.
Right, try that.
Or the tower, anyway. Take the left-hand door, 25. I'm pretty sure that takes you to
Oh,
the
I remember
tower.
25. I'm pretty sure it's 25 with the chest.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if we don't need the other guy's information.
Yeah. Okay,
Or
so...
if we did need it, we already know it.
So we're in a room, and it's got, like, a centre walkway, and then in the middle is a little
like a
island with a chest, but we know there's nothing in the chest.
Yeah.
So if we ignore the box and water and the trench to 206...
Hydra was one of Hercules' tasks. How did Hercules take down the Hydra?
Well, I remember at the start he was chopping all the heads off and they just kept regrowing.
So what did he eventually use?
Didn't he do something and all the rocks fell and didn't he like punch the boulder and all the rocks fell and crushed the Hydra? Because if you chop off its heads, more heads just sprout.
I don't think that was going to be an option for us.
We're not Hercules. We are El Bardo, the troubadour.
We're a weak man.
You leave through the door and... Is that the Irish accent?
Weak man.
You're a weak man.
No, that's Scottish. No, it's Irish.
You're a weak man.
Bill?
No, that's Scottish.
No. I think that's that Jamie Gordon
Irish.
show.
You leave through the door and find yourself...
That was a
Detective Gil McNally. You leave through the door and find yourself at the foot of another spiral staircase. You climb the stairs, you come to a landing, you try the door, 182.
Sounds Northern Irish. We did it Irish.
Detective
You're a weak man.
You're a weak man, Harry.
Harry Potter.
Oh, here we are. I'm getting sucked
182.
again.
You feel yourself sucked in the room, as if by magic. The torch flickers and dies. This room is pitch black. From nowhere, yet everywhere, comes a mocking laugh which fills the room. Foolish adventurer, says another voice, which changes its tone from high to low as it speaks. Welcome to the house of the Ganges. We need the weed for this, I think. Unfortunately...
Oh, no, we don't. We need the ointment.
Unfortunately, it will be the last room you will ever see. Well, of course, you cannot see, can you? But we can see you. Can't we, brothers? And laughing voices come from all around you. Suddenly, a ghostly white luminous face flies towards you. Oh my god.
Oh, I remember this.
Maybe the magician would have been a better option. But we have to give him gold. You recoil in horror, throwing yourself to the ground, and begin to feel very frightened. Lose 1 skill, 2 stamina, and 1 luck for your fear.
Oh. And we also need to lose a luck point for our thingy roll.
Okay, so...
He cut off the heads and burnt the neck stump. John, I didn't know that. I was thinking of the cartoon Hercules film where he like does the rock slide on them.
Is that not the same?
No, it mustn't be. I've not read the real Hercules story when it was real.
Back in 1995?
I think it was the 60s.
Is that when Hercules killed the Gorgon and all that?
I think so.
And look, 2 points. So, I forgot about this, to be fair.
I don't think we ever did this properly.
No, we did. We did this, but I didn't remember this.
We still have our spells, so we don't need to worry.
So we can either feel for we can create a fire spell, use an illusion, or go in our backpack, which we know the creamy ointment works. So 322.
Yeah. We got time.
Yeah, so of course we got time. We normally do for at least an hour and a half.
Jar of ointment 291. What is that? Demands a ghostly voice. You bargain with them. So they want our creamy ointment, which ends up to be the ointment of healing. They accept our offer. We fling the jar across the room to them and leave through the door quickly. Turn to 328.
Here we go.
Is this the Hydra? Progress!
You close the door behind you and find yourself at the foot of yet another staircase, spiraling up into the tower. Climbing the stairs, you arrive at another balcony where a single door is the only way forwards. Trying the door, it opens easily, but as you push the door, a loud hissing noise comes from within. You step inside and turn cold as a huge, 6-headed Hydra snakes towards you over the bodies of its previous victims. Its 6 serpent-like heads dart at you. With vicious pointed teeth, you cower in the corner. What will you do? Draw your sword and fight the creature, use a creature copy spell, or use something from your backpack. So we know those 2 options don't work unless you have 3 creature copy spells, which we don't.
We haven't tried yet, actually. We could have done that, but...
But that's a big ask to like change your inventory. So use something from your backpack. This has got to be where we can use the... There's a Hydra, the golden fleece. Use something from your backpack. 2, 6. No.
If this fails, we are getting 3 creature copy spells next time. You may pull from your backpack any one of the following if you have collected them. So we... Oh! A silver mirror, a golden fleece, or a pocket myriad.
See, we don't... This is where it gets tricky because we don't know what we need. But I've always had it in my head that we need the golden fleece.
Why then? It's such a weird...
I don't know. When I think of the golden fleece, I think of mythical monsters.
And the Hydra. Okay, fine. Should we? We'll have checkpointed. Let's
The
drink.
pocket myriad is a weapon that can change into anything, so that could potentially be good against a final boss if it can be used to transform into something.
That's true.
Right,
Yeah, but what if Golden Fleece is like sunlight, which kills Belfast
Oh,
Dire?
you're right. Have you?
I've checkpointed it. 2d6.
Let's try the Golden Fleece.
Fleece.
Have you checkpointed it?
Yeah.
We've had it in our head for at least 3 parts that we need the Golden Fleece, don't we? Because we didn't even think we were ever going to get the pocket myriad. Am I go? You'll go.
You can do if you want. 37. So use Golden Fleece.
You draw out the skin. You draw out the skin, and the creature hisses loudly. All its heads retreat, and it remains still, watching you. There is a door on the far side of the room, which you slowly make your way towards it. Halfway across the room, the head darts out and snatches the fleece from your hands. But instead of attacking you, the Hydra slinks back into the corner. You move, so that's got to be the best way of getting through, because you don't have to fight it or anything.
Surely.
You move on to the door, cautiously turn to 229. So this is the furthest we've ever been. So, yes, absolutely.
This could be a long time yet, you know.
No, can't be that far.
You slam the door shut behind you, so we just come out of the Hydra room.
Mm-hmm.
You follow a short, narrow passage which winds around and brings you to the foot of another staircase. Reaching right up into the apex of the Citadel, a sign on the wall reads "Halt. None may pass but by order of Belfast Dire." You realise you are nearing your goal.
Come on, here we go.
Cautiously, you climb the stairs to the next landing, right up in the belfry of the Citadel. In front of you is a solid metal door. You try the handle, but the door is locked. You lift a small flap and can see small tumblers underneath. This is a combination lock,
Which we know the answer to.
only be opened by those who know the combination. Do you know the combination?
I'm gonna make a guess here. I think it's 217.
It is 217.
Is it?
How did you remember that?
I just remember it.
So we wrote 217 Doom Pit Trap Lock combo.
What? Doom Pit Trap?
Yeah, this might not be the right.
Doom Pit Trap Lock?
Yeah.
Oh.
This might not be the right combo. If so, turn to the section of the book with that same number. If not, you may either try to break the door down or use the strength spell.
I think the wizard guy gave us this password, this combination lock. He said it's at Balthus's door. And I see a little doggy on the camera.
A little silhouette of
What a
a
good
man.
boy. Look at the size of those ears.
Is that right? 217?
You turn the handle as carefully as possible so as to surprise whatever awaits you. Slowly the door opens and you enter the room, which is dark and lit by a single flickering candle. Your blood drains as you see a 3-pronged trident heading directly at your throat. In a flash you must decide what you will do. Try to step aside from the weapon or immediately cast a shielding spell. So, I mean...
Should we cast a shielding spell?
I think this is probably an appropriate time to use it.
Have we got one?
We have, because we didn't use it on the tomorrow.
Where's shielding on there? Oh, thank fuck for that.
Do you remember the
shielding.
old Jason the Argonauts movie where they hunt? Yes, that's what I was thinking about, Steve. With the what's he called now? The Talos, the big giant.
I feel like I've missed out on so many of these mythology films.
I don't think you would like it. It's very old now. Very old, but a poor old blind man gets tortured by gargoyles over and over again. But to be fair, those stop motion skeletons are like amazing. Yeah.
Is he wearing a loincloth?
He might be, but it's made of metal.
We can watch it.
No, that's not.
Okay.
It's very. In fact, I think have you ever seen the Bones video for the killers with the skeletons? It's like that. So, right, let's use the shielding spell.
Yeah.
Because we would have wasted it last time, so now it's like if you'd wasted it, you're right.
We don't use it against the big boss, but we've made it this far.
Yeah, let's try it. We'll never know unless we use it.
In the nick of time, your spell stops the trident in mid-flight.
Oh, good.
Horribly close to your neck, it drops to the ground, turn to 374. Come on.
So we needed to do that then.
Yeah. 374, get rid of the spell.
I only just had a second to use.
Yeah, no, I don't like things not being right.
Spell. Which one? Shielding?
Yeah. 374.
Oh, we've got a raid coming from
Oh, easily.
Thank you for the raid, Lee. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are okay. Hopefully there's no adverts blocking this up. So, where were we?
I can't remember. Oh, no. No. Was that right? Oh.
I think it was.
Was it?
No.
No, it wasn't. Was it 374?
That sounds right, actually. Why am I on this page?
I feel like I said 374.
Good, thanks. Just chilling with some Pikmin. Oh, Pikmin 4. I'm quite interested in that, you know.
I've never played a Pikmin game.
No, I'm kind of interested in that. I'm hoping for a Switch 2 before I play it, though. Yeah, we're doing good, thank you. Hello, everyone. So, we're playing Fighting Fantasy, which is a RPG game book, so it's not quite the same experience you're probably just getting watching people play games, but this is basically like playing a video game with text.
Yeah, we think we're getting pretty close to the end of this book, so
yeah,
you know.
As you compose yourself after your fright, you glance around the room. It's obviously some sort of military headquarters. Scrolls with strategic maps hang from the walls, as do portraits of past generals. A bookcase in one corner holds hundreds of leather-bound volumes. Ornate drapes are drawn across the large window. A cabinet along the wall holds pikes and swords of a variety of deadly shapes and sizes. In the centre of the room is a model landscape which you recognise as the Vale of Willow. Armies of the miniature troops are positioned on the model. This must be an invasion plan. Leaning against the table, with his eyes fixed on you, is Balthus Dyer himself. His very stature is formidable. Well over 2 meters tall, he is built like an ox, with broad shoulders and muscular arms. In his battle tunic of leather with wide studded wristbands, he looks more a soldier than a demi-sorcerer he really is. So, here we are. Here is Balthus Dyer with his massive top knot. They're super fun and chilled, mostly, yeah. I do think I'm going to play Pikmin 4 at some point.
He's very sexy, John.
Yeah.
Extremely sexy. I'm not sure what's going with his hair.
That's what you want to look at, that hair piece there. So, he really is. So,
what's going on under those, oh, sorry, you come past it.
Impudent peasant, he growls. Do you think you're any match for Balthus Dyer? With these words, he snaps his fingers and you hear a grunting from behind. You swing around to see a grotesque creature shambling towards you. Its hairy body has 4 arms, each ending in a vicious-looking hook. As it approaches, it slashes the air in front of it. Why, I'll wager you are not even a match for the claw beast, laughs Dyer. Will you draw your sword and defend yourself, cast a shielding spell, or cast a weakness spell?
So this is just his pet.
Yes.
But we have a weakness spell.
Yes.
We also have...
Looks like a chocolate Mr. Whippy on his head.
We also have our skill, stamina, strength spell.
Yes.
So we could get our skill back to 10 plus 1. We could get our stamina back to 21.
I feel like we could also do that. If this is his pet, if we can beat his pet, maybe with a weakness spell.
Should we checkpoint it?
I don't know.
Do you want to checkpoint it? Do you want to use a weakness spell on him and hopefully we can kill him with sunlight somehow?
This isn't Balthus, this is his pet claw beast.
I know, but he might be easy. How many times in fantasy books has the actual boss been really easy and the...
Let's checkpoint it.
What page?
374.
Okay.
Checkpoint, take a big drink, and...
I need a wee there.
Maybe use the weakness spell.
Yes.
In case his beast is very strong.
Agreed.
Hello, Wesker. Good boy. So, we're going to use the weakness spell. It's into 158.
Bam, bam, bam. I reckon a fight is coming.
We'll see how strong it is.
Oh,
go on, read it.
The beast whimpers as the spell takes effect. The immense weight is indeed a burden without its
John
normal
just said,
strength.
also Hercules wore the golden fleece as armour. Against the Hydra? Oh. Then that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that does make
sense. You're a Disney. You like the Hercules movie.
Yeah, but
where was this knowledge?
He didn't wear his golden fleece in the Disney movie. It collapses in a heap, unable even to lift itself from the ground. Yes. You step over and run your sword through its chest. That's a bit overkill. The unfortunate creature lies dead at your feet. Turn to page 77. So we didn't even have a fight.
That's got to be the best way of doing it then, right? Unless... Balthus Dyer is surprised at your success. So, he exclaims, you think yourself stronger than the rest, eh? You may act quickly and cast a spell at him. Which will you choose? An ESP spell, a fire spell, or a creature copy
We have
spell?
all three.
I mean, we have checkpointed it. Should we try, I don't know, should we try creature copy?
What, to make another Balthus Tower?
At least we'll know how strong he is then.
Well, I don't see the point of using ESP because we already know that sunlight is his weakness.
Yeah.
Fire spell, maybe fire, sunlight, possibly.
Ooh. Should we try fire on him?
We could try fire.
Should we also use our skill and stamina and luck?
Steve, yes, in the Disney movie, Hercules does wear a fleece made from the scarf and like. No,
Really?
it's not Hercules. It's
Are we jumping
yeah,
into the
no,
meta
it's
first?
Hercules when he's being painted.
Right, we're on a speed run here.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
Right, we're going to use the skill spell.
Disney.
We're going to use the skill spell, which is.
Can I go for a wee?
No, we don't have time for that.
This is extra pressure.
Skill spell is done, and stamina spell is done.
Yes. Quick then.
I'm trying.
Don't make me laugh, because I need a wee real bad.
So, our stamina is back to 21.
Yes. Sorry, my fault.
It's okay.
No, you can only get by 3, so 20. Sorry, but it's 3.
What about your skill? Oh, we can get 1 skill point back, can't we?
It might be 4. It might be 4, but let's call it 3.
We're at a max anyway. And so, where were we? Right, so we're making a checkpoint here to use the fire spell. Well,
Yeah.
we're not using a checkpoint, but you know what I mean. Right, let's try the fire spell. So, write 77 down, you got it? Already? So, fire spell, 46.
Bum, bum, bum.
I feel like it won't do much. She's probably going to dodge it.
With a motion, you fling your hand forward and point to the floor beneath the sorcerer. Smoke and flames burst from the ground. Balthus Dyer jumps back a little, startled, then closes his eyes to concentrate. As they open, you can see a fire burning within the pupils themselves, and he steps forward into the flame you created.
He's so long.
Taking a handful... Are you talking about Balthus Dyer or
No, Wesley.
Taking a handful of flaming rubble, he throws this at you. Will you duck to avoid it or jump out of the way?
Oh,
Duck
shit.
or jump. There's fire particles going.
Maybe jump.
Oh, I would have ducked. Ooh, yeah, jump because it's going to be down, isn't it?
Yeah.
74?
As you jump to the side, the sorcerer's eyes follow you, and so does the fireball. It hits you in the chest, knocking you over. The scorching will cost you 4 stamina points. If you're still alive, you may prepare another spell for a counterattack.
Oh,
3,
it's
7,
okay,
7.
we can do it. I'm allowed to say it.
No, you said it whispering. Let's see. Come on, let's do this.
377.
Yeah.
You pick yourself up and concentrate. What will your next attack be? An illusion spell, a weakness spell, an ESP spell, or none of these? Should we see what none of these is? I'm just going to flick to it.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yes. Just to see if it's a fight or not.
Oh, it's probably your sword. Do you want to do ESP?
It's the only one we got, isn't it? Was there not
we
another
have
option
weakness as
earlier?
well.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, let's try weakness then.
Weakness, 113?
Yeah, weakness. No, we don't have weakness, do we? Do we not just use it on the thing? We don't have weakness.
Oh, I don't know. We do have weakness.
No, we used it on the creature.
Did we? I thought we had
Yeah,
2.
we've got a checkpoint to go back, but no, we don't have 2.
I thought we had 2 weakness.
No, we used the potion of magic a long time ago.
Are you sure?
Very sure. Oops, I'm late. No worries, Odium.
Odium, cheers! Cheers for Odium.
I will in a second. Let's continue with this.
ESP spell, 320.
That's the only thing we can do. What was the other spell though? There was another one before. There was ESP,
Illusion.
fire, and creature copy.
What's that? 320.
You concentrate hard, but as you might, you receive none of Balthus Dyer's thoughts. He is blocking your spell. You may continue with an illusion spell, or weaken spell, or you may draw your fight to attack him. So, should we try and attack him? And
Are
if
you
not,
sure we don't have weakness?
we just used it on the claw beast.
Oh.
But before that, where we made the checkpoint, we've got the chance to use the creature copy, which might come in handy. So, here we go. So I'm going to read this first before we
Okay.
make a decision. So as you advance with your sword drawn, the sorcerer pulls out a scimitar from his belt. Yes, he gloats, I will take great delight in finishing this off with weapons. And with those words, he leaps over the table towards you. The battle to follow will be a fight to the death. Balthus Dyer with a skill 12 and a stamina 19. Now that's going to take way too long. So I think we should go back to our checkpoint and finish our drinks and try the creature copy in case that works. And if not, we're going to have to battle him to the death. So what's the checkpoint? 77?
77. Can I go for a wee?
No.
Please.
No, we're so close.
Oh my god, Sean.
We're so close. Right. So the option is, so ESP, fire, we try both of those. So let's try creature copy spell 349. Here we go, 349.
Okay. A replica of Balthus Dyer materializes in front of you. Dyer himself raises an eyebrow. Attack, you command the duplicate, who turns towards the center of the room and advances. 2 meters from the sorcerer. It stops. Honestly, I'm dying.
Keep reading.
2 meters from the sorcerer, it stops and clutches its head. It looks up from its hands, turns, and comes towards you. The sorcerer laughs. 2 can play at this game, says Dyer. You concentrate and will the replica back towards... What? And will the replica back towards Dyer. Eventually it seizes its approach and turns back as you command. For some moments this goes on and you realise that you both have the power to command this creature, but only within a certain range. Backwards and forwards it goes until the spell begins to wear off. It gradually fades from view. The concentration's been somewhat strenuous for you. You look up to see Balthus Dyer holding his hands in air and then bring them down hard on the table. It doesn't do anything!
Well, this
It's
is different.
out. Can I wee now, please?
No, we're so close to the end. We're so close to the end. The sorcerer cries out in anguish and turns away from you, holding his... I need a wee as well. Holding his head. You rush forward and he wheels around to face you. You gasp. He is no longer a demi-sorcerer and has changed into a wicked-faced hag with wrinkled skin. His hair is now squaring a mass of hissing serpents. What, like...
No way!
Medusa?
No way, it's Medusa!
Will you press an attack or will you retreat quickly?
Where can we retreat?
The fact that this is an end boss room, I feel like retreating...
As long as retreating is an end game, let's retreat. Can I please wee while you retreat? Honestly, I'm dying.
Go on then.
Thank you, thank you.
You have my
This is me retreating. If we lose the game for retreat, it's my fault.
When Gotham's in ashes, you have my permission to wee. Where are we? Retreat quickly. So the fact that if this is the final boss room, it's given an option to retreat. We're clearly not going to leave the room and go backwards. If this is Medusa and we try and attack it, it's probably going to kill us. So let's just see what happens. We do have the mirror. That's what you use against a Gorgon or a Medusa, right? 232. Here we go. She could not wait 2 minutes more. Retreat, yeah, exactly. She retreated away from the game. Okay, I'm going to wait for her to come back before we read this next passage because I definitely feel like we're getting into the end game here. We might have one more battle. Let's use the fleece. We used the fleece against the Hydra, yes. We never tried the pocket mirror. So, you back off in horror. So this is retreating.
Yes.
You back off in horror as the
Hey, baby.
hideous creature.
Are you a Medusa?
Good boy.
Are you a Medusa? Yes.
Hidden creature standing before you. From the legends, you have been told in your youth to realize that you are facing a Gorgon, whose gaze has the power to turn you to stone. Test your luck. Now,
Oh no.
we both got a little bit of drink left here, so we might have to use this. So test our luck. If you are lucky, turn to 111. If you're unlucky, turn to 72. So there's no option here because we are clearly going to turn to stone if we lose this.
Is this Balthus Dyer then? Is he actually
he's
a
a
Medusa?
Gorgon. Yeah, Balthus Dyer's... Well, we'll
he's-
find out. Okay, here we go. 5.
Well, we've got to get less than 7?
2. 3. So I'm the closest.
okay.
So we're in
You're-
the end game here. Now I have Taylor Swift end game
I
in my
don't
head.
know what song that
I
is.
don't think I've ever heard that one. Do you?
You will have heard it. Is this the end game? Is this is the final boss?
Gotta be. So
What?
you got 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get
I'll drink
4.
as well, 3.
3. If you're lucky to enter 1-1-1, we still might have to battle this thing. Okay, I'm gonna finish my drink now.
Right,
I literally have a drink left in
what
there.
if you have to use the golden fleece now?
Then... Joking.
I just seen something.
Come on.
You have managed to avert your eyes from the creature and you now back into the corner, shielding your face with your arm.
Can we use the mirror? Come on, we got
But
this.
what can you do? If you have a polished silver mirror, you may pull it out of your backpack and hold it towards the sorcerer. Turn to 347.
Obviously.
If not, turn to 153.
I'm going to read 153, yeah.
No!
No, to see what happens, because we're
Okay.
clearly going to die if we don't have the mirror. You're powerless against the Gorgon. You slump helplessly in the court, so it's a good job we went to Seamus. Whilst the sorcerer, while the sorcerer summons his guards, who appear several minutes later. They pick you up and march you out of the room to their leader, and he asks the sorcerer instructions: execute the peasant. Why didn't you just kill us ourselves? So, we do have the mirror. So we go to page 347.
Please.
This
What
has
about
been a
the man
tough one.
spider?
We keep him for the next book. With a dream cheese.
Oh, okay.
The Gorgon sees the mirror and shrieks. You chance a look at the creature, your gaze rising upwards from its feet, but the Gorgon has disappeared and instead Balthus Dyer stands once more
No!
before you.
No!
Oh no, the
You're
plot keeps
joking.
going. Turn to page 12. We gotta fight him. Hopefully he's weaker.
What?
He's gotta be weaker now. So it's an illusion.
He stands in front of you breathing heavily. His spell was evidently quite exhausting. You may use this as an opportunity to either nip over to the armory cupboard, it literally says that,
Yeah.
spring under the table, or rush to the window.
The window. Sunlight.
Oh, 78. Go, go, go.
Well, hopefully.
This is so good. I'm sorry, I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is what, like, if you've never read one of these books, we get so excited, like, reading just text about, like, it just conjures up all kinds of imagination. His eyes follow you to the window. His pupils have turned milky white. He leans his head back, blinks once and moans, snapping his head forward. He now glares at you with eyes that have turned to shining silver. His gaze is hypnotic, and you will have to act quickly. Will you hide yourself behind one of the drapes, pull one of the drapes down and throw it over his head, look through your backpack for
What?
something to use? Oh, please don't tell me you need to throw a knife.
Fuck off.
Right, 78
Excuse
down.
me. Why can't we just open the window? Like, open the drapes. 78? Or have we... How do you say a word that's not effed? Have we messed this up?
Was that hard to think? Do it. It's like Ari Village when you kill the 3 daughters. Pocket Myriad, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but what's
We
it going
got
to
the
turn to?
option.
Right, so
Yes, good thinking.
277. We're going to try something from a backpack first. We've got the checkpoint. I don't have any
You
alcohol
can
left.
drink some of my drink if you want.
Yes, please. We have a good boy sitting down here under the
You
desk.
do. 377.
My glass says 3 in it.
You no doubt have collected several artifacts on your way through the Citadel. Do you have any of the following? If you do so, you may use one. A spider in a jar. A pocket myriad. Small berries.
Okay, this could be a trick because, I mean, if he's scared of spiders, maybe he will, like, smash the window himself. The pocket myriad, we could use that to break the window. We've got the checkpoint. Should we try the pocket myriad?
Let's try the pocket myriad just because we haven't actually had to use that on anything
And
yet.
write 277 down because we do want to know what the spider does in this situation.
Yes.
Okay, 315. Here we go.
This has been a very long part. I'm sorry.
It has actually, yeah. But we're going to finish it. Balthus Dyer falls into a state of concentration as you fiddle with your pocket myriad. You press one button and a shimmering light comes from it, extending to about sword length. This is the Sun Sword and will add 4 points to your skill when you fight with it. You turn to face the sorcerer who has been concentrating on a spell. That's got to be the end.
Oh, yeah.
191. So we now have.
We get rid of the plus
12,
1, so it's 14.
We're not used. Oh,
No,
okay,
you can't
yeah,
use two
okay,
swords
I
at
get it.
once.
Skill 14.
You gasp as the spell materializes itself in front of you. A perfect replica of yourself, armed as you are, now stands in front of you.
Just saying, if we would have not used the spell and fought him, it takes you to the end page. So if we would have fought him earlier, we could have skipped all this and killed him. But this is way more satisfying.
way
This
more
is the real
epic.
true ending.
At the sorcerer's command, your twin advances and you must fight
Oh,
it.
it's like Dark Souls.
It has the same skill, stamina, and luck scores as you have.
Perfect.
The only advantage you may have is by using your luck to do an extra damage or minimize wounds. Your twin will not use its luck here. If you win, turn to 119.
Wait, what?
What? I thought you were. I was really hoping you were understanding that as I went through it. Clearly not.
No, I don't understand this. You gasp and a spell materializes in front of you.
Oh, here we go, though. We got a picture of him.
Now stand in front of you. At the sorcerer's command, your twin advances and you must fight it. We have to fight our own twin. I thought the twin was fighting with us.
Oh, fuck. Excuse me.
Right.
I mean, balls.
We're gonna have to fight our own twin then. Which has a skill. Oh my god, this is bad.
The only advantage you may have is. Oh, why don't we just fight him? Your twin will not use its luck.
This is gonna be long.
Ah, yeah, but we're gonna have to do it. Come on.
Okay, let's go.
With it.
This is gonna be super long. That's 8 rounds. If we
Yeah,
win
we
it.
can do it. We can do it.
Okay. Our it's like Dark Link in Zelda, yeah. Our roll. Here we go.
Come on, we can do it. As long as we get. So we've got 9 there.
23.
As long as we get less than 9. Yeah, we're doing it. We're chipping.
Let me just change these skill points first.
Yeah, so he's actually now got 14 stamina. And 14 skill.
Yeah.
No, he's not using the moon sword as well. He doesn't have that. Does he?
I don't know.
Can we cheat and like not give him the moon sword?
What would he be at? 10.
No, let's just do it. It's 50-50, isn't it?
14. Here we go.
Then do we have to fight him?
No, this has got to be the end. Skill, stamina, 14. They're both 14. That's right, isn't it? It just seems weird.
Yes.
Here we go.
It's
I'll roll.
50-50 both times. Oh, yeah, come on, okay.
What's that? 14, 20,
It's just- as long as we
25.
get less than that, basically. Oh. Or just... Come on. We can do
Well,
it.
and we can use luck to defend and do more damage, to be fair. So it's probably worth using if we need to defend.
Yeah, as long as you don't need
So it gives us an extra round. Surely not. I'm sorry.
What's that?
18 for us.
Oh.
15. Right, that's a win for him. So let's roll. Let's use a luck. Oh, do we use a luck?
Yeah, go on.
Okay then. So we need to roll a 7 or lower.
And then nearly takes 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're down to luck 6, and we only lose 1 stamina point. So that gives us an extra round here. So
Yeah, so we're down to 15. This has been the longest part I think we've ever done.
it's called speedrun.
This isn't speedrun.
To be fair, we're doing the whole book in one run.
Run.
To be fair, and how easy was. Hello, hi Miso, how you doing? Yeah, so
Yeah, well, we hope it's the end game. We're not actually sure.
19, 23 again. Enemy roll.
Oh, what are you doing?
19.
Yeah.
Draw.
Is it?
The draw.
No, it's not. What did we get? 23?
23.
That's 22.
Is it? 19, 21, 22. Yes.
Don't do that. Why are you getting short?
So down to 10 stamina.
The clue helped immensely.
Massively. Yes.
And I think it would have taken us a long time to figure that out.
Yeah.
So
I think we would have skipped that every
big
time.
thank you to Miso.
Yeah. Shout out to Miso82 in the chat. Okay, here we go. I'll roll. 18. 23
Another
again.
Good roll, another good roll.
That's a win.
Yes. Come on, we can do it. We can do it.
Our Soul Blade twin is down to 8 stamina points.
This is proper Dark Souls, isn't it?
It is. We've used, what's his name? What's the sunlight guy called? Astoria. Oh, that's what we're talking about. 24.
34? No, 24.
Not 34, 24. So what can they get at max? 36?
Oh,
20.
you've got to get 4 or less. Yes.
Okay.
Now to 6, we're just getting lucky now. I've said it now. Set.
Yeah, you've killed us now.
This is like an epic battle, though.
It is. It's so weird, like, for you watching, but compared to, like, when we're playing it, we feel like we're in the most intense thing ever.
You
19 for us.
Nah.
Okay, so let's do a luck roll for that.
Really?
Oh, we might as well.
Yeah, go on then.
6 or less.
No,
Okay,
okay,
so
I'll
we
we've
lose
taken 2.
Oh, we got loads of stamina.
And we're down to 5 luck.
Yes, so we're down to 13
Yeah, you've
stamina.
still got to lose the luck even though we failed. Oh, this is the boss fight. What if we have to fight him after this?
No, surely not.
We must do.
No.
You must have to.
Well, hopefully it's... Yeah, but we got the sunlight sword. Maybe we can one-shot him. He's weak. He's a weak man.
You're weak, man. Harry.
Oh,
Oh,
What's
okay.
that?
No,
20,
no.
26.
Yeah, but don't forget he's out equal. If he gets double 6, he wins 2.
No,
Which he
he's done.
hasn't. 24.
2 more attack rounds.
You might even have to put this over 2 parts.
No. No, I won't. It's a speed run. It's a one-part job.
Oh!
16. 16.
20?
6. 20. 20. Yeah. 20 for us. 15, 16, 17.
Yes!
2. He's on his last round now. Come
Almost
on.
it.
You know a fighting fantasy book is good when you get this hyped at like dice rolls and stuff. Here we go.
1.
What's that? 19.
21?
21 for us.
Oh!
20. Look roll.
Are we luck rolling?
We might as well.
5 or less? Oh, yes.
So we only need
Nice.
1 stamina point. That gives us an extra round in the chamber. To be fair, we got loads of stamina there.
Yeah, but you got to lose another luck point. You
Yeah,
better
but-
hope we don't need to use that luck point.
I'm sure we'll be fine. This has got to be like the toughest boss battle so far. This one is the best in the series. It's very underrated. Yeah.
I love
yeah,
this
it's
one.
pretty
It's
good.
sort of a little bit like House of Hell, in a way.
Yeah, but this is way before House of Hell.
Yeah.
So 16, 21?
21.
21. 16. 20. He's dead. What happened?
Yeah, but that's just our duplicate. That's not the big boss.
I bet we've read this wrong. I bet this is like, oh, you use him against them.
If you win, turn to 119. Is it yours or mine? Yours.
119, so we're not on page 400 yet.
Is that the end page?
Most of the time, yeah.
What? Bad? Bad?
You turn to face the powerful sorcerer, but he has disappeared. You spin around to see him standing behind you with a sharp dagger poised to strike. You try to spring out of the way, but it's too late. The blade sinks into your back. You have failed your mission.
No!
Right.
No!
No. Checkpoint, we're going back.
No, we can't. We can't go back.
Can't do another part.
We can.
We can't do because it'd be so identical to this part. Checkpoint. Back. 277.
We should have just fought him ages ago.
Yeah, but
We should have just fought him like when we had the chance.
it makes it so. Like,
This is gonna be like a 2-hour part. You just don't want to fail. Why is our skill so high? Because we got a weird ass
we had a 10 and we used.
sun sword.
Yeah, the sun sword, which doesn't really matter, I guess.
Yeah. What is going on?
Lose if
But we thought we killed ourselves.
What would you guys do in this situation? Would you just go back to the checkpoint and finish this dude off? Because we can fight him with a sword and kill him. And save us doing a whole another part because we've done everything so right up until this
You
boss
could even
fight.
skip that whole last part out.
Yeah, but that would be false. You want people to see that. Start the fight again. So we need to go back to...
That's such a
The thing is,
dick move.
we could have fought him. In fact, right, we're back to 78, which is us jumping onto the behind the curtain. So we tried to use the pocket myriad. Start the book with a new start with a new character. We ain't got time for that, John. So, right, before the fight, 217, we'll think about that.
That's crazy what they've just done, but okay.
Yeah, it's like we've done like the best thing we can. So, right, hide beside... So we've gone back to the point where we can where we've hidden behind the curtain. Hide yourself behind one of the drapes.
What if we do that?
Pull one of the drapes down.
Pull one of the drapes down?
Yeah, but you throw it over his head. We'll try that anyway. So you can either hide behind the drapes. See, we made the checkpoint anyway. This wasn't like, oh, this is the only... We were going to try all these options, but we just went through with that anyway.
Yeah.
Pull one of the drapes down, throw it over his head. 1, 2, 4. Keep that page. 78.
As the drape falls, daylight streams in through the window. You realise that you have lost all track of time since entering the Citadel. The sun...
See what the spider did too. Yeah, we
The
did.
sun is a welcome relief after many hours of darkness. A thump makes you turn back towards your adversary. He is lying in a heap on the ground. You take a step forwards and he lets out a blood-curdling scream. "The curtain, you fool!" he gasps in a voice that is obviously weak and dying. Evidently, the daylight you have let in is sapping his strength rapidly, and he is trying to desperately crawl into the shadows. But he is too weak to move far, and he slumps to the ground face downwards. Turn to page 400.
See, this book, it's just Ian or Steve.
Just go. Imagine, right, imagine, I know we do the whole checkpoint thing and it's fun and everything, but imagine having to play through the whole book
Like
again to
5
get to this
times.
point just to pull a curtain down.
The thing is, we knew he didn't like sunlight, and that's why the sunlight sword, it sounded like a good idea, but we didn't. To be fair, in my imagination, I thought we had to like break the window or something to let the sunlight through, not just pull a curtain down. So, Balthus Dyer, lying at your feet, is dead. Your mission has been completed. The Vale of Willow is safe from attack, for the time being at least. To make sure this plan is destroyed, you take the drapes from the window and spread them across the table on which his battle plan is laid out. Taking a candle, you set a fire to the rich curtains. As the flame lick the table, you consider your own escape. Do you have the levitation spell left? We do.
Yes.
If so, you may cast it and float out through the window to the safety on the ground below. If not, you will have to need to recall your reserves of skill and cunning to avoid the guards and the danger in your escape.
Nice.
But that is another story.
Ooh, what's this?
Does this have a sequel?
Oh, so it doesn't give us a choice of losing.
No, it's very ambiguous.
Oh,
I don't know
that is
how you did
so
the fight, but you can beat him with spells only without having to fight. We tried all the spells, did we not?
No, we didn't. We didn't try them all.
Which one did we not try?
We used
Illusion. We didn't have illusion.
yeah, but we didn't have illusion,
No.
so
I thought throwing the curtain on his head.
that's what
Yeah.
I thought when we originally saw it. I thought, well, there's no point covering it
It's
because
clean.
you're letting the sunlight in.
You say that, John, there's no sequel to this one, but isn't this the 40th anniversary of this book, like this year? Could we not be seeing a sequel to this at some point soon?
Oh, there is definitely a sequel to this.
I really hope so.
Oh, that fight, that epic battle, and it was for
you
nothing.
could have killed him with swords, and it would have taken you to page 400. So, thank you
Yeah.
guys for watching our playthrough of the Citadel of Chaos. I mean, we tried not to cheat as much as possible. We've got this far, and we've done so many different playthroughs. that we made checkpoints. We knew we'd made checkpoints to try different alternatives, and we got there in the end. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. Do let us know down below in the comment section what you thought about this book so far. We know that that ending was definitely like very Steve Jackson. It was very treacherous. That could have taken us an extra 3 parts to even get to that point, and we could have just passed by Gark every single time.
Thank you, Miso.
Thank you, Miso, for that. Sorcery is the continuation of ideas. Oh, there's no proper sequel. I think Steve. Yeah, we know about Steve and his condition, which sucks. But it would be great if maybe even Ian could take the reins and help us out with a sequel to this, because I think Citadel would be good for one. So guys, thank you so much for watching this, and we were back with, well, we don't know yet because we need to have a proper look at the book list and see what is the next book in the series.
Yeah, if you have any favorites, what you'd like to see us play next,
I mean, I feel like it would be better to be playing them in order. I know people want their favorites all the time, but I feel like it's good to see the evolution of the books as they write them. So we'll have to do some good searching and see what the last or the next book is. So thank you guys, and we will see you in the next Fighting Fantasy book.